California's image is defined by its coast, the tech hubs, beaches, and sprawling metropolitan centers. But move further inland, and the landscape abruptly changes. These northern mountains, the Central Valley and the Sierra, are home to more than 10 million people. It is a population larger than most individual U.S. states, forming a distinct rural culture that operates on a completely different scale than the coast. Despite that scale, these millions of residents are vastly outnumbered in the state capital. Policy is driven by a coastal-dominated legislative supermajority, leaving inland communities feeling sidelined in the democratic process. These geographic tensions translate into specific, high-stakes policy friction. Inland farmers watch water allocations, complex agricultural regulations, and rising energy costs create a mounting economic burden on the region's primary industries. Over decades, these frustrations have evolved. What was once a regional grievance has organized into an active, escalating campaign to formally separate the inland counties from the rest of the state. To understand the current momentum of this movement, we've looked to Shasta Unfiltered, the premier source for local reporting on political shifts reshaping the North State. The long-standing desire to split the state found a new catalyst in early 2026, following the unexpected passing of longtime Republican Representative Doug LaMalfa. State Assembly Republican leader James Gallagher seized the opening, entering the special election for the 1st Congressional District and winning the seat outright in June. Gallagher's shift from a state assembly seat to a federal office changes the movement's leverage. He is no longer just a voice in Sacramento, he is a sitting member of the U.S. House of Representatives. With Gallagher in Washington, the secession effort has traded its status as a marginalized local protest for a direct proxy inside the federal government. Previous efforts to divide the state relied on grassroots conventions and unofficial parallel governments. Gallagher's approach is different, a formalized legislative path known as Assembly Joint Resolution 23. The strategy focuses on securing formal resolutions of support from elected county boards of supervisors, turning a protest movement into an official governmental request. This map outlines the proposed new state, roughly 35 counties across Northern California, the Sierra, the Central Valley, and the Inland Empire. The movement has secured significant buy-in. Shasta County passed its resolution in late 2025, followed by Yuba and Sutter counties in May 2026. By securing these votes from elected officials, the campaign is building a layer of procedural legitimacy that earlier activist efforts were unable to achieve. Gallagher's election places the primary architect of the county resolution strategy directly inside one of the two institutions that holds the power of final approval. From Washington, he can now lobby House leadership directly and frame the split as a national debate on representation, while continuing to apply pressure on his former colleagues in Sacramento. By coordinating local resolutions with federal advocacy, Gallagher has built a procedural pincer movement, targeting both levels of government required to redraw California's borders. The movement faces a daunting historical record. Over 220 previous attempts to divide California have all failed. The logistical math of a split is equally complex. Officials would have to negotiate the division of immense state debts, restructure public pensions, and settle long-standing water rights between two new states. There is also the political hurdle of Sacramento's current leadership. Legislative consent requires the coastal-aligned Democratic supermajority to agree to a plan that would significantly reduce the size of their state. Yet the list of official county-level resolutions continues to grow, providing a level of local government backing that the movement has never seen before. Whether the physical borders change or not, this formalized campaign is forcing a high-stakes confrontation over local control and the future of regional representation in California. This is no longer a fringe theory. It is an active political campaign moving from local boardrooms to the national stage. For ongoing coverage of Gallagher's push in Congress and the shifting county resolutions, visit shastaunfiltered.com. You can get involved directly at californiastatesplit.com. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping the West.